Bonjour, my name is Thibaut Bojo and I'm the president of the French-New Zealand Chamber of Commerce. For 35 years, the French-New Zealand Chamber of Commerce is facilitating trade between France, New Zealand and the French Pacific territories. Today, it's my great pleasure to welcome Warren Willmot. Warren is the Sales and Marketing Manager at Renault New Zealand. Bonjour Warren, how are you?
Bonjour, my friend. I'm very well. It's interesting times we live in, but thank you for the invitation to come along today.
Thanks very much for being with us and taking the time to talk to us. Warren, could you tell us a little bit more about Renault and Renault in New Zealand?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm sure as most of the listeners know, they'll know who Renault is internationally, the very great French automotive manufacturer that's been around for about 122 years. So lots of proud history there. Renault is actually one of the largest car makers in the world. They've got over a 4.25% market share, and they own a lot of brands outside of Renault, including brands like Alpine, Dacia, Lada, Samsung Motors. They have a controlling stake in Nissan and Mitsubishi. And in fact, 1 in 9 cars worldwide comes from the group Renault, Nissan, Mitsubishi alliance. So very, very strong car brand. Not that well known in New Zealand, but we're working very, very hard to change that. And we've seen fantastic growth over the last 12 months, growing our dealer network, changing the way we do business, and focusing a lot on the commercial side of their business. Fantastic vans that Renault have in their
that's right. So in fact you've got some commercial vehicle as well, yeah. So I guess a lot of consumers here in New Zealand will know you for your private vehicle, but actually Renault is one of the leading company from a business point of view as well.
That's right. In fact, in Europe, Renault's been the #1 selling commercial van brand for 22 years in a row. So we've had a bit of a shift in our business focus. Yes, we do some fantastic cars, but we've made a big investment to bring a lot of stock in on commercial vehicles. And you know, the timing couldn't be better with the focus for online delivery. So we've got a lot of stock on the ground, and you'll see more and more Renault on the road with vans. Yeah.
And could you tell us why are you part of this French collective here in New Zealand?
Oh, absolutely. Look, it makes a lot of sense. You know, Renault is a very well-known French company, and you know, French people have a lot of patriotism and they have a lot of love for the brand, and it just makes sense. You know, French companies helping French companies. So Renault also has a lot of connections with French companies on a global scale. So we're here to help, and you know, this is a time, particularly these times, when businesses should be linking arms and helping each other. So we're very proud to be part of the organisation.
Cool, and we are delighted to have Renault as part of our business community. With all the COVID-19 situation, could you tell us what has been the impact for you guys? I know your sector was quite impacted from the beginning of, especially with the lockdown here in New Zealand. Could you tell us what was the impact exactly for you guys?
Yeah, fortunately, we're in a relatively good position here in New Zealand. If we look globally, COVID has basically shut down most of the plants. Renault has 36 manufacturing plants around the world. They were all shut apart from the South Korean plant. We're quite fortunate that we get our Koleos from the South Korean plant, so those cars are still able to be manufactured and brought into New Zealand. We are not affected too much because we have just launched the new automatic Trafic and the new facelift Renault Master range. They arrived in February, and because it takes 6 months for cars to come from France to New Zealand, we had done a lot of forward orders, and we have some really good stock on the ground. Of course, during level 4 lockdown, car sales are were basically non-existent unless you were an essential service, like emergency services or courier drivers. So we managed to sell a number of cars, like very, very small numbers, but basically for the month of April, we were shut down. We're pleased to say inquiry has picked back up now, so we're looking for a strong journey.
Yeah, and I've seen during during lockdown, it has been an opportunity for a lot of businesses, and in particular, Renault have been quite active with new innovation coming up in your field. Could you tell us a little bit about the initiative that you launched recently?
Yeah, sure. Look, every business is forced to look at the way they do business, and particularly social distancing, and are reluctant for people to come into public spaces. So a lot of people already do their car shopping online in terms of getting all the information. And we were just looking at a way to, well, how do we bring that showroom experience to people from the comfort of their own homes? So we were first to market here with the Renault Virtual Showroom, where anybody can go onto our website, they look at the car that they want, they select the time and date that works for them, and they get a invitation for a very similar Zoom meeting to what we're doing now. And it allows them to have a look at a car with a real live person. They don't have to turn their camera on at all, so we don't have to come into their home, but they get to see the car. We take them fully around the vehicle, show them all of the features. We've got a range of props like car seats and prams and golf clubs to show them how things fit. And we can really do that whole information process, everything down to the finance and trade-in, apart from the test drive. So, at that point, if they want a test drive, we can then arrange a contactless test drive at a time that suits them, if they decide they want to go.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. I didn't know actually it was a real person on the other side of the screen, like showing you live what the car looked like, and
right.
and using some prop as well to show you.
Yeah, we do that out of our head office in Green Lane, and we've got the full range of vehicles, every single vehicle in all the colours. And the great thing is, that person can be anywhere in the world, and they can invite other people in to have a look at it. So there was a case that really stands out. During the lockdown, we had, during level 3, when we were back at the office, we had a gentleman who was still in Christchurch. He flew to Christchurch before the lockdown, had to spend lockdown in Christchurch, hasn't been able to get back to Auckland where his wife was, wanted to buy a car. So his wife tuned in from Auckland, he's in Christchurch. We went around the car, all three of us together, from the comfort of their own home. And I'm pleased to say they've booked a contactless test drive for next week. So he'll be back up here in Auckland. And when he arrives, we'll have a car outside his driveway waiting for him, all sanitised with steering wheel covers and ready to go for him to take his test drive, and hopefully they'll buy a car.
Oh, that's fantastic. So it seems to be already quite successful. Renault might have find the new way. What will be the new way in the next few years in terms of purchasing a car and interacting with your consumers? In fact, across New Zealand and across the globe, actually. In terms of obviously this situation has created some challenges for every business, but it has been a way or gave the opportunity for businesses to get closer to their consumers as well. Have you had one great experience, one rewarding moment during that time that you could share with us today?
Yeah, look, we were looking at how we could help basically New Zealanders through the lockdown, because we weren't able to open as a business. But at the same time, we had a number of demonstrators here in Auckland, demonstration vehicles that were sitting around in lockup. So we went out through our Facebook page and said, hey, are there any essential businesses or charities or people out there that need vehicles during this hard time? So we had people nominate themselves. We gave a member of the New Zealand Police a car who had a car accident and had no vehicle to get to work. So they got a vehicle. And there were a number of other charities like Love Soup, which is a food kitchen. They were experiencing increased demand for food parcels. So they were able to take some of their vans and go out and do a whole lot of deliveries. So that was really rewarding, being able to helping those individuals and people out there during the lockdown.
And good on Renault helping the community here in New Zealand and helping the essential worker, still being able to take care of the team of 5 million. in terms of learning experience and advice that you could share with the business community in terms of the mindset or the attitude to have when such a tough times comes, what would it be?
I think everybody's just got to look at the way that they do business and realize that things have changed and things probably will continue to change, and you have to look at business a little differently. So for example, you got to move with the times. Online deliveries aren't going anywhere anytime soon. We had a look at the market, and there are a lot of couriers out there that aren't able to provide a chilled van solution. So we had a look at what's available overseas. There was a refrigeration kit available from the UK. We ordered a whole bunch of those in partnership with another company here in New Zealand called Transcold, and we're able to turn our master vans into a refrigerated van within about 4 days. So we have a complete solution. And we'd never done chiller vans before, and now we've got a big demand for those. So look, it's just about looking for opportunities, also linking arms with other businesses and helping each other pull through. So that's a perfect case of looking overseas for a solution, bring it to market here in conjunction with another business, and having the right product at the right time.
And in fact, you need to be quite flexible to find a new way of working and help new consumers actually that might have shopped other brands in the past, but will look at Renault if they can give them an option during that time. So that's fantastic to hear. Warren, thank you so much for your time with us today. We really appreciate you taking the time, despite that I'm sure you're quite busy at the moment. So thanks again. Thanks for being part of the community, and we wish you the best success over the next few weeks, the next few months, and the next few years, of course. So thank you so much, and à bientôt.
Thank you, my friend. Wonderful. Thank you.